Hello, dear friends, and look who's back with the fancy equipment once again. Have you been feeling stuck lately? I have, and I feel like it's not just me. Okay, it's not just me. I feel like it's a collective thing, and what I feel is that it has been placed there externally by our guides. They are providing this stuckness in our lives, if you can relate, to help us learn something, to help us understand something, and to help us become someone that we are ultimately supposed to become. So we are taking a look at that. But first, I'm going to set an intention for this reading. Placing my hands over my heart and connecting in with my eternal soul and the wisdom of my eternal soul through all existing lifetimes. I'm connecting in with Goddess Freya, with Goddess Morrigan, Goddess Aphrodite. Connecting in with all of our spirit tribes in this community, and also connecting in with this community, meaning everyone who will be watching this video feeling a sense of connection to these messages. I'm connecting in with Hare, with Ladybug, and with Spider, as spirit animals. Connecting in with the primordial force and the primordial mother. I set the intention that this reading will bring clarity around where you're stuck and why, and what to do about it. Moving forward, I set the intention that I channel these messages in a clear, compassionate, and impactful way in order to shift your experience and transforming it into a better one. I pray that these messages are for the highest good of all beings and the earth in its entirety. Let it be so. Spirit animals. Spider. There's something about creating a web here and getting stuck in it. Creating your own web of fantasies, and you're getting stuck in it. I think that will make more sense when we get ahead into the reading itself. Ladybug, there's some element of luck here as well. That this is actually a very fortunate event to be in with the stuckness, because the stuckness that I feel is not the energy of the Eight of Swords, but of the Hanged Man. And the difference is that the Hanged Man is where we are being asked to pivot in our experience. The Eight of Swords is just self-imposed stuckness that really is unnecessary. So there's a pivot here. And the stuckness is a means to make you pivot from where you are right now. And Hare, there's swiftness and fertility connecting in with these messages, these events as well. It's a very fertile experience that will make you move swiftly into your new... It's not a new path, but it's like you are slightly shifting and choosing another fork in the road which will lead you to something greater. Okay, I need to move on a bit quickly today because I have a time constraint to work with here. So at first we will take a look at with the Dreams of Gaia Tarot what this stuckness is here to teach us. It's a playful energy. It's nothing serious really. It's very, very playful. Why has this energy been placed here to begin with? This is, oh my god, 10 of Wands. It showed up in reverse. I'm connecting in. There's a need to slightly adjust, to calibrate, making small adjustments and refinements in with your energy. How you use it, how you wield it. I'm going to read a bit from the guidebook. But it's about creating a very clear channel and vessel and using your energy deliberately with focus. Okay, I'm going to read some key phrases here. Doing, self-mastery, mastery, evolution, enlightenment, light work, light being, discipline. Discipline really stands out to me here. Mastery of both craft and self. Take command of yourself and life. Take responsibility for your actions. Do not be a slave to outside forces. Order, structure, and simplicity. Be disciplined and dedicated. Stop making excuses. Act. You can do anything you set your mind to and act upon. There's something here about feeling that there's an element here that is slightly out of control. But that is merely an excuse for you to distract yourself. Because there are things that you could be more disciplined about and focus on more intently here. So this is where the outpouring of energy happens, in areas of your life where it's not supposed to happen, or you will benefit more from railing it in, taking command of it, and being very deliberate about where you put your energy. Okay, so I'm also asking for a message from our spirit guides around this stuckness. Queen of Air. It's time to speak the truth with yourself about what it is that you are doing. And I have been waking up to this lesson just the other day, and it was harsh, but it was necessary. I have really been procrastinating and not doing the things that I ought to be doing if I want to be where I wish to be, if that makes sense. So they are saying that this card and these messages speak for themselves, and we do not need to go further into that. But they are asking me to show you her eyes. Look into her eyes. They are very intent and they are very focused on what matters here. What is it that you wish to build? Who is it that you want to be? And you need to be disciplined about that. Okay. So what I will be doing now is to lay out 4 ways in which you might be experiencing stagnancy and how to come out of it. No, did I say 4? I mean 5. And you might be connecting into 1 or 2 of them. If you're connecting into 3 or more, that means that you are utterly unfocused and scattered and ungrounded. And you need to cut back on some things in your life in order to become more focused and intent. Because I really feel this call to start developing something here very intently. Like you have your eyes set on something here. Perhaps it is creating a family or starting a business or really going into this spiritual work here. Yeah. So 3 or more, you definitely need to cut back on some things here. And if you have been investing energy in it, but it doesn't really drive you forward, like the energy just isn't there, you know that that's probably a hint for you. Okay. 5 ways in which we may experience stagnancy, or area of our life in which we may experience stagnancy. Okay, they said 1 at a time. I just flipped them all over. At the bottom, we have the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, nothing. We'll get back to that. The first card we have is the Tower. So, I'm tuning in here. There's a desire for change, for movement, for growth, and for more adventure and action. But you just can't seem to get going or get moving. If this is for you... Hold on, let me see if they want to say something else with that. They want for me to use the Dreams of Gaia Tarot here. What's the message for them who picked the first card here of the Tower? I will be putting down time stamps down below so you don't have to listen to all of it. But how do you know which one to choose? Go on your intuition. So what's the message for those connecting in with the first message of the Tower? What to do? What's the understanding? Masculine, feminine. It makes perfect sense here. Oh, I see. See the fire here in both of these. It's the fear of the fire and the power that you will unleash here, which is completely understandable. It's that fiery, destructive part of, you could say, the masculine force. That essentially there is fear of channeling it in an unhealthy way that sort of wreaks havoc in your life here. So what's the solution here? What's the solution? Or is there anything else? I'm going to pick out the Foxfire the Kitsune Oracle. So you are holding yourself back intently. Is that even a word? I hope so. With intention. And there's like your guides are reinforcing this experience as well, so that you will break out of this pattern, because it's becoming excruciating. I feel like the energy is so dull when you want life to be vibrant and very action oriented. So what's the solution? Delight. Channel it. Channel all of your energy into something creative. Whatever creative output or outlet that you consider, how to put this, interesting to you, that calls to you. Perhaps it's connecting into the thing that you're being asked to be disciplined about. Okay, we're moving forward now with the next one, but channel your energy into something creative. Dancing, painting, writing, doing YouTube videos, Instagram, reels, poetry, whatever. Next one. 6 of Swords. You are just waiting for life to get easier here. You are waiting for a change to happen on its own. Like there is an element of powerlessness here, that you can't break free on your own, and that you need assistance with change. And this might very well be literally the case here. So I'm not downplaying that. Let's see what they have to say here. So what's the message around this? Why has this situation been put here to begin with? Oh, my guides are having so much fun. I just wanted to say that. I hope it shows. 6 of Water. 6 of Water. I'm going to read the keywords from the book. Sorry about that. I had a lot of cauliflower and my stomach is upset. And you didn't need to know that, but I told you anyway. Kindness, concern, sympathy, compassion, understanding, forgiveness, love, ideals. The ideal of kindness and compassion. See all that is good and pure in humanity. Strive to be better. Embrace healthy boundaries. Accept that you will falter. Overcome obstacles with gentle determination. Do not meet aggression with aggression. Be kind and walk away. So, hold on. I'm tapping in. This is because your guides want for you to experience love differently. My cat is sleeping here. They want for you to experience love deeper and in a myriad of ways. Perhaps you have some strong Pisces energy in your chart. We all have Pisces in your chart, but for you it might be enhanced. or dominant or activated right now through a transit. But there is a lesson here to be learned about not being alone, feeling oneness and love, even in the smallest of meetings with strangers. There's this different way of experiencing love that you will utilize later in your spiritual work here, in your healing work. So what's the solution here to this stagnancy? So essentially what this means and how this is connected is that you are waiting for assistance because that's something that you're meant to experience help and assistance from people, so that you feel held and you feel that there is a way for you to give back as well. Or there's just let me see if I was supposed to rephrase that. It's this exchange of love, learning to do it more fluently, more effortlessly, and with a myriad of different people. So the solution here to this situation, what is this? That it's essentially to receive and to ask for help as well. Past lives. What's the message with that? It is not so much a solution. Well, it is sort of a solution to a difficult karmic patterning that you've had through past lifetimes. So it's healing a karmic wound here as well, of experiencing love differently. Okay, we're moving on. It's like speed dating here. The Hermit. What I'm feeling straight away is this desire to just be with yourself. Or is it... let me tune in. There could be either two ways here. The desire to be with yourself, but you're constantly occupied with things and people are pulling at you for your attention, and you never get to be alone or you have that alone time. The other option is that you are distracting yourself from being alone and that the downtime is really needed. But you're trying to avoid it. Okay, so we're looking at now, why is this situation here? Why is it here? They actually want for me to draw 2 cards for each specific situation here. Look at this. Wisdom. That's so funny. That's so funny. You need to make it a priority. If there are people pulling at you, you need to make it a priority and make it clear to people around you that this is what you need right now. As much as you need to to eat and poop and sleep, you need your alone time. Make it a priority. And there's that. There's no room to question it, really. Okay, for the other ones of you, we have heaven, earth. Oh, sorry, there was something else with the other message. I'm taking a look at the guidebook here. The keywords for wisdom: knowledge, understanding, awareness, self-knowledge, illumination, introspection, withdrawal, insight, common sense. There's a clarity, an illumination, an understanding that your guides are waiting for you to come to, in order for you to pass through to the next cycle, to the next passage, to the next stage, to the next step. It's crucial. If you don't do that, you will be stuck here in a forever loop. No, sorry. That's why it's there. Okay, next one. Or rather, if you feel that you are distracting yourself from that alone time, avoiding it, you have heaven, earth. There might be some discomfort in connecting in with your body here. Stemming from some physical wounding, physical trauma. Connecting in with safety and your body. The experience of feeling safe in your body here. And that could be why it's difficult. Let's see if there are some... Why? Oh! What? I don't understand this. What? Oh, okay. Keywords: heaven, earth, above, below, nature, humanity, magic, mundane, material, immaterial. Separation is an illusion. Center and align. Spiritual being in a physical body. Spirit dwells in nature. Experience life and learn from experience. Symbiotic relationships. Harm the planet and you harm humanity. The ordinary is magical and the magical is ordinary. There's something here to teach. It's a teaching moment where you will be developing into becoming the teacher of this. Of what it means to be a spirit and a human and overcoming these challenges of being a human in a physical body. So you need to move through that and integrate that for yourself first. Because you are being asked to teach this to others or show others who are also experiencing pain from this. So what's the solution here? What's the solution for coming out of this stuckness? It's essentially allowing yourself to be alone here. The golden moment. Being present in the here and now as much as you can. I know how difficult it is, especially when you have some difficult shit that you are afraid that will be resurfacing when in your alone space. But there is also pleasure there in the present moment. There is also pleasure. And there is also some amount of pleasure of really moving through and experiencing the pain because you're releasing it. And that in itself is very, very freeing. Okay. Was there something else? No, next one. The star. You're feeling confused about the guidance that you receive, or you're waiting to receive guidance, or you have received guidance, but you are you want more confirmation or more clarity, even though you have received it, essentially. So there are a lot of different ways to experience this, but the sort of essence is one and the same, and that is the root in that is of feeling lost and not knowing what to do about it. So the reason for why it is there, and that is also why you're stuck, because you don't know how to move forward, because you're waiting for clarity. So what's the reason behind this? I'm receiving something here. You have 2 cards. 4 of air. Come on. Okay, never mind. 1 of fire. There's this tower experience here without having a tower experience, but essentially it is about rebuilding your structure. You need to rebuild and remold your foundation and your structure for everything that from which you are building everything upon here. So the 4 of air, I need to read the guidebook. I don't know these cards. And they don't follow the traditional tarot structure either. 4 of air, structure. Structure, routine, order, patterns, discipline, organization, understanding, productivity. Order your environment, banish clutter, clean house, create structure in your day, follow a routine, keep a time budget. If you truly want something, you will make time for it. Limit distraction and time wasters, weed out bad habits, remove negative influences. Essentially, why you are here is because you're not supposed to take one step forward right now. You're supposed to go back to where you are, clean and sort things out in your life, reorganize and reevaluate. Come to understand yourself better, how you really want to experience life here. And then we have the 1 of fire. Fire is probably my favorite element of them all. New beginnings, initiative, action, conception, invention, creation, creativity, procrastination. New beginnings, opportunities. Actively pursue your goals. Take advantage of what's being offered. Move beyond research and planning. Excuse me. Weave your future into being. Take something old and make it better. Break with tradition and offer something new. Uncertainty inspires procrastination. Yeah, uncertainty, no. There was something else that I wanted to say here. What was that? I completely forgot. I need to read that again. Yeah, why you aren't clear and sure of what to do or what's the right decision is because you aren't clear on who you are, what you want, and who you want to become. And that's why you need to go back. You can't build on something that is unclear and confusing. You need to get clear here. And that's the space that you want to build from. So go back to the drawing board. They are urging me towards something. So what's the solution here? We're pulling a card from the Foxfire, the Katsune Oracle. So that is why the energy, the passion and the dedication towards something isn't there probably either. Because you need to understand more of who you are and what you want. And for that to happen, there needs to be some decluttering in your inner space as well of old beliefs and expectations and things like that aren't really your own. That's a great time for shadow work, actually. Time to restore. First of all, it's a confirmation of the shadow work that I spoke about, because we have the night sky in the background. Perhaps I will speak about shadow work someday here, because it's a term that is just being tossed around without really much afterthought and explanation around it. But that's not for today. But essentially, you need to be digging deeper into who you really, 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 really are, and that takes time and effort. And it's a process. But you gotta start somewhere. But there's something else. Time to restore. I feel this invitation to completely clear off your schedule, to completely clear out all the things that you have. Perhaps you started a lot of hobbies of different kinds. Wipe it off. Just wipe it off, create a clean slate and just rest. Just be for a while. Just tap into your body and just being for a while. And that will be very, very nourishing. And then you will have some energy to really tune into more of what's really calling to you from in here. Okay, next and last one. Seven of Pentacles. I'm wondering what sort of elements we have represented here today. We have fire, air, earth. No cups. That's interesting. And only one fire. No water and only one fire. So it's the stuckness is definitely not emotional here in any of these situations. That's interesting. Seven of Pentacles. That's interesting that I said that. So what I'm picking up here is that you might be tricking yourself into believing that there is emotional stuckness here in your specific situation. But what is actually happening here is that you need to slightly adjust something here, what you're doing here. Tweaking. And out of all of these piles, I feel like you're the one who is stuck the least here, if I'm to be honest. There's just some tweaking. And you might be frustrated or something like that could be making some emotions surfacing That's not for all of you, though. But if that's the case, know that this isn't actually emotional. There might be some emotional experiencing surfacing here because of it, but it's not in the core. It's not an emotion. It's not an emotional issue. The issue is more so that you need to align yourself a little bit better, a little bit more, and that your spirit tribe are actually, and your soul are actually demanding a little bit more of you than the ordinary person. And you might recognize yourself in this. So I feel like there was something I didn't explain here. So what you might be experiencing is stuckness and feeling that it's all on you, knowing that it's all on you, but you don't know what to do. Or perhaps rather, you don't know why. Perhaps you have a plan of what to do, but it feels... and you don't know why this experience of stuckness is here. I feel like I didn't quite get through there. But let's just move forward here. So why is this situation here to begin with? What is it trying to teach you? We will take 2 cards. King of Air. Six of Fire. First and foremost, it is you getting a hold of your thoughts. Whenever you come across this stage, and this will happen multiple times throughout your journey, so you might as well get a grip and hold of this now. It is to recognize that you're not moving through an emotional pattern. How do you want to phrase this? Please help me with the phrasing here. It's to master your thoughts and understand what it is that is happening. That you recognize why the stagnancy is here. So that you understand that this is a time for tweaking and recalibrating and making fine, small adjustments. It's not throwing it all out there. It's making small adjustments. And it's coming to an understanding of that and an awareness. So you can take control of the situation. Because you are the one who will be taking you out of this stuckness here. But it's here to teach you that. To teach you exactly when you are being asked to tweak and to readjust, to recognize the signs of that. Okay. 6 of Fire. I need to read a guidebook for that one. Healing, mediation, negotiation, arbitration, truce, boundary support, diplomacy. Interesting. Resolution is needed. Communication and diplomacy required. Be willing to make concessions. What is that? I don't know. Let go of bias. Be open-minded. 2 sides to every disagreement. Know the facts. Understand your rights. Don't be stubborn. What I feel here is like you have been in this pattern of looking at these sort of situations in a certain way. And that's not how your guides want for you to perceive it. So it's not understanding that you are being asked to pivot, but keep on going and then feeling sorry for yourself for your situation, or feeling frustrated or angry. Okay, so what's the solution here? Rare knowledge. Realize that you are really, really, really advanced here. Really, really advanced. And it's a teaching here that will serve you very, very well. And you will be very happy to come to this awareness in your life. It's a tool that you will use throughout your life and perhaps teach as well. And that is all. That is all. Thank you so much for watching, dear ones. I hope you get unstuck soon. And I hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.